A woman, age of 27, started a huge love with mirrors. She would constantly stare into the mirror, stare in her own soul. She would do everything in the mirror. She would eat while staring in the mirror. She would go to the bathroom while staring in the mirror. She would brush her teeth while staring in the mirror. Some people do that. But she would constantly stare in the mirror and wonder about a parallel universe. But the parallel universe is not what's going to be in the story. Rather, of illusions, of warnings. Anyway, it was a night. She was brushing her teeth and she saw a claw reach up and snatch her toothbrush. She was in shock. The crazy thing about this is she felt the presence of the toothbrush in her mouth and in her hand. She looked down. Nothing was there. She saw her toothbrush in her mouth. She told her husband about that illusion, and he said, they both said that was what she was seeing. That changed into another night while she was staring in the mirror while going to the bathroom, and a hand reached up through her legs and snatched her phone. She was also texting. She was great with multitasking, by the way. But once again, she looked down and saw nothing. And the crazy thing about that was because she felt the presence of her phone. She wanted to get up to the bottom of this. She told her husband again, and he said, let's go to the doctor. They went to the doctor. And she answered the questions he had for her. And then that's when the doctor fell with shock. And then there was an emergency. The doctor couldn't finish his sentence. He had to go. But the one thing he said before he left, warnings. It was that big of an emergency. He had to go. Whatever it was, my husband warned her to not stare in the mirror, because apparently it was more serious than they thought. Anyway, a couple weeks later, she forgets about it and stares into the mirror while doing her makeup. I mean, girls do that. But the way she stared in it was just unsettling. She would stare. She would stare vigorously. Not at her eyes, but rather in the background. And in the background was a witch. A hand creeping out of her closets in the background. She thought it was an illusion and just kept doing her makeup. And he reached out, revealing the face of the witch. She still thought it was the same until the witch came up to her neck and killed her. The husband comes home from work and rather shocked to see his wife's body on the floor. Gets a call from a doctor, and the doctor says the first two were warnings. The third illusion is but a real person looking for another spirit. And the crazy thing about this is the wife is now a spirit lurking in the mirrors. So every time you hear a game like Bloody Mary, Baby Blue, you'll know the origin of all of that.